Hello everybody, my name is Teacher Darren and welcome to my home. Today we're going to be looking into the home and how do we describe, how do we communicate with words the condition of a home or a place that we happen to be looking at. So we're going to do a vocabulary introduction. So let's begin with the vocabulary introduction. The first word is appalling. Alright, so appalling means something to cause shock or dismay, something that is horrific, something that is very bad or awful, something that's not very nice. Alright, so if I had to say this particular home is appalling, you can imagine that it looks very awful or very bad. So let's quickly take a look at an appalling home. So here we can see this home is absolutely appalling. Very, very dirty, very untidy, and things seem to be in dismay. Something's not very nice. Doesn't look like a very nice place to be in, and I definitely would not want to live in those places. So yeah, this is a home that is absolutely appalling. Alright, the next word that we can use to describe that home is gross. Absolutely gross. Alright, and in this case we can see something that is especially of wrongdoing, very obvious and unacceptable. It's blatant. It's blatantly obvious that that home is untidy, it is appalling, it is gross. Another word that we can use, also a descriptive word, for describing that disgusting looking house is atrocious. Alright, and atrocious in this case is an adjective, and it is horrifically wicked, and we can also say it is of a very poor quality, extremely bad or unpleasant. So it's extremely bad or unpleasant. That is atrocious. So let's take a look at that home once again. Ew, gross, atrocious, and appalling for sure. And the next word that we're going to be looking at in which we can describe this home is dreadful. So dreadful is an adjective, and it is causing or involving great suffering, fear, or unhappiness. It is extremely bad or serious. It is absolutely dreadful. And that home is in a dreadful condition. I definitely do not want to go there. Another word to use for that home is disgusting. I used it earlier to describe it. It is absolutely disgusting. Ew. And in this case, we're going to be looking at it. Its definition, it's an adjective, and it says to arouse, to bring about revulsion or strong indignation. So what's that? I heard you say you're not too sure what revulsion or indignation means. Don't worry about it, that's totally okay. We're going to look at that as well. So let's begin with the word revulsion. Revulsion is a sense of disgust or loathing. So someone is experiencing disgust, ew, not very nice. They are experiencing emotions of revulsion. And the other word was indignation, also a very unpleasant word to describe unpleasant things. This is a noun, and it means anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as unfair treatment. So that is indignation, and that is to describe disgusting. So we're looking at disgusting once again, arousing or bringing about revulsion or strong indignation. So people do not like it. Alright, I certainly don't like it. Let's look at that home once again. Ew, not very nice. Ew, definitely disgusting for sure. Alright, another way that we can actually describe homes is by comparing it to something. Right, and in this case we're going to compare that home to a pigsty or a pig pen, a place where pigs live. Alright, in these little pictures you can see that these pigs look rather happy. They seem to be in pretty good condition, but I'm sure you can imagine that a pigsty is a place that's very smelly and very, very messy. So there's lots of mud and there's lots of stinky things and possibly rotten food as well. We know that pigs will eat anything, and often farmers do feed them pretty much anything. So it could be referred to in terms of this home. We can call it a pigsty. Doesn't look very nice. It looks like there was a fire in the one corner over there, so I'm pretty sure that place has a bit of a nasty smell. Of course, we can also use the word untidy to describe that place. That place is definitely untidy. And untidy, let's take a look at the definition: not arranged neatly and in order. Very easy, very simple to understand. That home is definitely untidy. Alright, so that's pretty much our words to describe places that are not very nice, not very, very clean. We're now going to look at places that are clean, places that are tidy. And here we got a nice, beautiful home that we can look at. You can see that the kitchen is nice and clean, the rest of the home looks absolutely beautiful. Everything is nice and tidy. And in this case, we're going to say that that home is tidy. So, tidy home, tidy is an adjective, and it is described as arranged neatly or in order. So, arranged neatly and in order. So something that is nice and tidy, something that is also very neat. Let's take a look at the word neat. Once again, it's an adjective of a place or thing arranged in an orderly, tidy way. So we take a look at that lovely home once again. That's definitely neat. That's definitely tidy. I'm pretty sure about that. Alright, we can also say that it's nice and clean. A very nice clean home for sure. So in this case, clean, the word clean is an adjective, and its meaning is free from dirt, marks, or stains. Now that does remind me of these washing powder ads, or these washing machine ads where they say, we're going to remove all the marks and stains and dirts from your clothes. But we can definitely say that that home is nice and clean. The follow-up from the word clean is cleanliness, and this word is a noun, and it means the state or quality of being clean or being kept clean. I really, really like this word, and the next word is absolutely one of my favorite words, and the word is immaculate. Immaculate. Okay, take some time to practice that. Immaculate. What is immaculate? What does it mean? The word is an adjective, and especially of a person or their clothes. It can also be their home. It is perfectly clean, neat, or tidy. Something that is immaculate. Looking at this lovely home, we can say that it is immaculately clean and tidy for sure. Or we can say that it is kept in an immaculate condition. Alright, so that's the activities, that's the vocabulary that we're going to be looking at. And now I want us to look at our little task activity to do at home. So we're looking at traditions. For your task, I want you to write a story essay about your traditions. And you got to tell me something that's fun and exciting, and has to be your fun and exciting. What is your favorite holiday tradition? So let's take a look at what it's all about. Define tradition, and that is something that your family has done for many years, typically around a holiday. Maybe this is something that your parents did because their parents did it, and now you do it too. That could definitely be a tradition. I need you to create a 2 to 4 page story essay about your holiday traditions, and you're going to write about your traditions as a story, not simply answering the questions that I've given you below. To add a little bit of differentiation is when you want to add something a little bit different, be a little bit more creative, and in this case I've given you some options. So a challenge option: students are allowed to write about their holiday traditions through the eyes of a fictional character. This allows you to write about non-fiction events, those are real events, in a more creative way and a fictional way. So some ideas include, there's an alien, came to visit you for a holiday. What did they observe? And what did they do? How did you or your family make them feel at home? So imagine that you're an alien coming for a visit. They're coming to visit your favorite holiday tradition. Remember that. All right, another option is a family pet. Could be a real pet or a make-believe one, and the pet is telling us a story, telling us about the holiday traditions. And what would they say? Is there any part of the story a little different because it's a pet telling it? So how would the pet experience the holiday tradition? All right, another option is a made-up family. It can be a made-up human family, it can be an animal family, and they are celebrating the holidays like you do. Write about your holiday traditions as if that family was doing the same thing. All right, and the final option is holiday traditions in the future. Talk about your holiday tradition as if it were happening in the distant future, and how would things change? It's a pretty interesting one. All right, so remember, if you have your own idea, if you have your own concept that you would like to try out, you're more than welcome to explain your holidays through that concept. If you want to use the examples that have been given, you're more than welcome to the ideas that you're going to be writing about your holiday tradition in a fun and creative way. All right, so just to lastly point out, when planning your character planning, it is important to plan your writing before you begin that. Remember the structure, and note that the students, you should produce a quick and rough sketch of your character for brainstorming. All right, so that's just on a side piece of note, just to bring down some ideas when you're brainstorming about all the different possibilities that your character could be experiencing. All right, and then you should also ask prompt questions such as, where does the story start? What does this place look like during the holidays? What can you smell? What can you see? What can you hear? And you're encouraged to use adjectives and multiple adjectives where appropriate. So use words to describe it and get a little bit creative. I want you to, write a little. If you want to write about magic or fantasy around your favorite holiday, you're more than welcome to do that kind of thing. The idea is that you get nice and creative and have fun with this. All right, so that's it from me. I look forward to seeing your tasks. Stay safe, stay healthy, and it's Teacher Darren signing out.